thank you so much, man, for taking time out of your day, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for doing this with me.
Absolutely. So you're fighting October 19th for the M-1 Global Bantamweight Title against Sergey Morozov there in, is it Kazakhstan? How do you say that?
I think it's Kazakhstan, but I've been corrected a few times myself, so we'll go with whatever.
That's awesome, man. Well, congratulations, dude.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
How early do you have to get over there to adjust to that time zone change?
At least 5 days. I'm hoping for 5 days. Probably get in Monday, fight Saturday.
Okay.
Mainly, the time zone's a big thing, and then also just need time to cut the weight. So that's probably even more important. But yeah, I would say it probably takes 3 days to get adjusted to the time zone, and then you cut the weight. So hopefully they give me, adequate time.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. And this is a rematch where you fought him before back in 2016. You won via TKO in the first round. How's training going? How are you feeling, man?
I've been training for a long time. I was hurt for a while, and then finally got back. I thought I was gonna fight in June. That didn't happen. Then I thought I was gonna fight in July, and then that didn't happen. So I've been training for a long time for a fight, and then kind of just toned it down a little bit, and now I'm kind of just amping it back up, getting ready for this one. So feeling good, weight's good, kind of just putting the finishing touches on stuff. So everything's great.
Awesome, man. And you've been fighting for a long time. Both of you guys have grown at fighters since you last fought there. How do you see this fight playing out?
Well, hopefully pretty similar to last time.
Sure.
But the result doesn't really speak to how competitive it was. It was fairly competitive fight.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I do still feel like I'm the better fighter. I feel like I'm probably better in every aspect. So planning on just being better everywhere, beating them to the punch, beating them everywhere, staying one step ahead.
Yeah.
I want to finish the fight. I don't want to go 5 rounds. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm not ruling anything out. I'll be prepared for 25 minutes, but ultimately I anticipate finishing the fight hopefully within 3 rounds.
Awesome. You made a post recently that said you have this new energy, new motivation, and new appreciation for the sport. Why is that?
Man, after a couple big surgeries, couple big injuries, and like realizing little things like, well, one, fighting for sure, but even being active and stuff, just we're not guaranteed these things in life. And even just like stepping on the mats again for the first time and being able to do little things was just like a big wake-up call. I was just grateful, and one, for the opportunity to fight, but even just the opportunity to roll or run or do anything like that. So after you go through big injuries like that, I mean, it's a big wake-up call. And you get on the mat, and at times in the past, sometimes it had felt a little bit like a job and less like your passion.
Sure.
And kind of getting back to more of that feeling is it's nice. You actually appreciate those things. So
yeah. Now currently you're on a 6-fight win streak if Tapology is correct, but you've been fighting since, at least Tapology wise, since 2011. How'd you get into MMA, man, and what made you decide to ultimately step into the cage and compete?
Well, I wrestled in high school, wanted to wrestle in college, didn't really get the opportunities I wanted, and just still feeling that competitive desire. And one of my buddies I wrestled with, he hit me up one time and was like, "Hey man, I'm doing this fight. You should help me get ready." And I was just kind of like I knew what the UFC was. I'd watched it before,
sure.
I just didn't know like local MMA was like a thing. And I always thought, I didn't know like how you got into the UFC. I didn't know, like I thought you had to like go win a red belt, blood sport stuff, and then you like got the call or something.
Right.
But I went to his fight, helped him wrestle a little bit, and then just thought it was super cool. Went to the MMA gym with him, and then it just felt like starting wrestling for the first time. I was just like kind of like all in from day one. So basically I never looked back. And then I found out you could I met like a pro, and then found out he was like making like $1,000 to fight, and I was like a broke college kid. I was just like, what, $1,000? I'm like, that's what I'm doing. Like, so kind of learned how the circuit worked. Yeah, basically just never looked back.
That's awesome, man. And you have this nickname. It's the Finisher. How did you get that nickname?
That was my old coach gave me that. It's kind of funny because he like threw it out on the internet and stuff without even ever telling me. And it's like I had like tried to get rid of it, and it just kept following me everywhere. But when I was an amateur, I kept like, I was kind of just like a wrestler laying on top of guys, kind of going to the decision a lot. And then jiu-jitsu got a lot better, and started realizing like finishing guys was a lot better because it took a lot less energy to just get out of there in the first round.
Right.
So I finished like 7 or 8 fights in a row, and so he just started calling me the finisher. And then he was doing shows at the time, and so he was submitting the results, and he just submitted my result one time as the finisher, and then it's just literally followed me ever since then. So even when I tried to get rid of it, they'll still announce me as it, even when I don't mark a nickname or anything. So it's funny. It's whatever.
Yeah, what a great one. That's so funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the fight game is like just as much a mental game as it is a physical game. What things do you do mentally to prepare for fighting?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. It's definitely a huge mental game that goes along with it. I don't necessarily do anything to like prepare for it aside from, when I'm running, when I'm training, doing things like that. I'm always thinking about the fight, a lot of visualization, but it is one thing I kind of like pride myself on. I think, one thing that gives me the edge is I feel like I'm a lot more strategic and have a higher fight IQ than a lot of these other guys. So, I like to tell people a lot, especially my girlfriend and stuff, that it's a chess match just as much as it is, a physical show there. So, I don't know that I like do anything to prepare for that aside from, when I'm training or doing anything. I'm always staying strategic. So I don't know about actually preparing for that other than maybe just being naturally gifted at it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good, man. Just had a few fun questions there for you. When you're not training, when you're not in the gym, what are you doing for fun?
Oh man, well, not much of anything right now because I'm so busy with this, but I like to play golf, be outside, go on hikes, hang out with the buddies at the lake, being on the boat. Been doing some fishing this last summer. Really just like to be outdoors, man. So that was one thing I liked about golf, just being outside. I'm not great, but I'm getting better. But it's an excuse to be outside, and recently got a new dog, so that's taking up some of my time, playing with him, taking him to the park, taking him on hikes near the lake and stuff, doing stuff like that. Just kind of just relaxing. I was playing video games for a little while, but man, just don't got any time right now. So
for sure, you just have a little bit of a fight coming up, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly. Between that and like my day job is just, man, I got like no time. So
sure. What's the pup's name?
His name's Cole. He's a black dog. Yeah, I rescued him, and that was his name. And I like planned on changing it forever, but it was like weeks went by, and I was trying to come up with a name. I just kept calling him Cole, and now he's Cole.
There we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a music guy. Do you have a favorite music, like a band or favorite type of music that you like to listen to?
Oh man, I don't really have like a favorite band, and I listen to all sorts of stuff, man. When I'm like working out and stuff, I'm listening to like a lot of rap or maybe some hard rock or something, even sometimes some techno. But a lot of times when I'm just chilling, I'm listening to like some real old school stuff, some Beatles or John Denver. Some real old school stuff. Been on my kick with that lately. So it's all mood driven, kind of depends on what I'm doing, but I like it all.
Awesome. Also want to give you an opportunity to just give a shout out to sponsors, coaches, teammates, anything like that. Make sure they got a shout out on the call there.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely want to shout out all my training partners, my coaches, everybody at Warrior Camp helping me getting ready, man. It's been a huge help. Got a lot of great guys there. And then for this fight, I think the only sponsors I got going on right now are Clinch Gear. All my friends and family, man, supporting me. I really appreciate everybody just chiming in every once in a while, letting me know that they're with me. So gonna bring this one home.
Come on, man. Well, Josh, I'm excited to see you bring home that belt, man. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day, and glad to see you recovered and back in the cage, man. I'm excited for you. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging around. Really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more videos from Top Rated MMA and the Bearded Biz Show, please click the playlist and also hit subscribe to our channel. Become part of the Top Rated MMA and Bearded Biz community. We would really appreciate your support. Also, please leave a comment below. I will read and respond to all of them. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.